Yeah, yeah. This is a lifestyle that only a certain few understand, you know? Yeah. This is a lifestyle, cause every day we bout this dough. This is a lifestyle. We never stop, we always go. This is a lifestyle. For pound, to toe, this is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle that we always sacrifice. Do it once, do it twice, and you know ain't nothing nice. What goes around comes around. Karma got a price, and you know we from the streets, so they really ain't no peace until you rest in peace. I just wanted me a piece, now I want the whole thing. Millions for the whole gang, rolling up this propane. I'm trying to make it come up, they don't wanna see me shine, so I grind until the sun. This is a lifestyle, cause every day we bout this dough. This is a lifestyle, we never stop, we always go. This is a lifestyle, for pound, to toe, this is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle.
Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the Piper Academy Network. This is Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. How is everybody doing? Hope you had an amazing day. I hope your day was a little mad or just rad. One of the two. What is going on, guys? How's it going? What's going on? Let's go ahead and say hello to the chat. We've got Mr. J in here throwing up the peace sign. What's going on? Hola, French Toaster. French Toaster's in here early for once. Robert Mulligan. Good evening, everybody. Good evening to you, Robert. Alexandra G, the mod queen herself, as always, in the chat. Then we got RS Miller and username. Oh wait, this is crypto. Yeah, this is crypto. This is a little bit of crypto. Hold on, turn this off. I do not want to see myself talking. There we go. All right, guys, just got home from frosting over 100 cookies. Wow, that's a lot of cookies, man. What's going on, Sniper's Nightmare? Good morning to you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so did I have this back? I think I had this background last night. What do you think about the temporary Christmas background? I think it's looking good. What do you think about the new intro song? I like it. I like it. I definitely like it a lot. But yeah, what is new, everybody? I just noticed that that my border is a little off. That's weird. That's weird. Okay, it's still not working. Okay, that's better. All right. Oh, what's going on? I'm standing by my opening statement. His opening statement was, "This is a Pass the Blizzy show." Oh, okay. I guess so. Getting ready for my 5 a.m. walk again. Woke at 3. Hey, there you go. Yeah, so what's going on, guys? We've got Coinbase listing a couple of meme coins. Definitely didn't see that coming because Coinbase is pretty stringent with what they list, but apparently not anymore. I thought I was going the right way, but I guess not. There we go. Now I'm in the middle. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to take a look at these charts of the coins that they just added. We're gonna do a chart heavy night. Gonna do a lot of price action, market structure, and chart prime, because I've been meaning to get to chart prime all week, but I threw in some news articles and stuff like that, and it kind of just has thrown me a little behind. But we're gonna get into some chart prime tonight. So yeah, it's interesting they listed these, but not like FTM. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Somebody somewhere paid Coinbase a lot of money, probably. I don't know. Maybe. It's pure speculation. Don't sue me. Let's go ahead and bring up the charts. All right, so last night I was told that I need to do something with the chat because I couldn't see the prices. So I don't know the price of the assets. So maybe if I just move this over a tad, because I do want to keep you guys on the screen for sure. There we go. Now you can see the prices. Maybe it's a little small, but maybe you can see a little better. Maybe if I increase the size a little bit, that'll help. All right. There we go. Doing it live. All right, guys. So as you can see, we have Bitcoin breaking out of the fib area, going to the extension levels, and we are still sitting underneath. This is on the weekly chart. We've been going over this. Still sitting underneath at 102 essentially. So we're trying to get above that level and close the weekly above that level. And right now we are consolidating below it. Let's go down to the daily chart. We can see we've come up above it, or we've pierced it, but we haven't got any daily closes above it. I don't even know, did we even get an hourly close above it on this one over here? Yeah, we got some hourly closes above it, but drifted right back down into the previous range. We still have these equal lows sitting right here, so definitely watching those, guys. Definitely watching those. Equal lows love to be taken. We are seeing a little bit of weakness in the chart. Getting a little bit of a pullback. We've broken market structure over here, so push up, put in that low, and then put in the high. But now we've come down and we've taken that low, and we've bearishly back tested it, that level, and have since rejected. Still holding this low, but it's not like, well, no, we didn't hold that low. We took that low out. So, maybe more downside, because I am looking for this low, these equal lows, to be swept. Would not surprise me if they were. Let's go ahead and pull a fib from this high to these lows. Nope, to this low. All right, so yeah. 1.60. Okay, so the 786 of this move has been resistance several times. We've come back down to the golden pocket, still just sitting there. Probably gonna fall through. If we do lose the 0.618, then we're coming down to $98,032. So I would just go ahead and set an alert, set a limit order, maybe down here. Not financial advice, that's just something that I would do. Good evening, Army Pipers in the house. What's going on? For a second I thought LBC was a turkey with the background behind him. Was thinking, WTF. Yeah, I shouldn't have the moon thrown on just yet. A giga is an adjective to describe a type of Chad. Yes. An adjective, an objective, an adjective. Can't read, apparently. What in the world is giga? It's a giga Chad. So you've never seen the meme, the giga Chad meme? One sec. This is a giga Chad. If it'll click on it. There we go. That's the giga Chad. You never seen that meme? It's a meme. No, Coinbase just listed it. Yep. So, oh, you can't even see it. Right there. This is the giga Chad. So if I type in giga Chad meme, we can see, well, safe search should be on. So it shouldn't be too bad. What is all of this madness? Giga Chad meme. All right, Animal Planet now, Animal Planet 10 plus years ago. More Giga Chad, right? So Dwayne Wade's bust was a bust, wasn't it? So funny. So yeah, never heard of it. Well, R.S. Miller, maybe you're just too old. Coinbase and Uphold just launching memes like crazy. Yeah, it's, I don't know, man. I guess it's just, you lost me at meme. There you go, Sniper's Nightmare. Yep. And that's the thing. It's like, is this a bullish signal or a bearish signal? Because Coinbase is pretty stringent with its, you know, it's got like a checklist of what they look at for cryptos to make sure that they are as legit as possible. But it's looking like maybe they think the incoming administration is going to be very favorable and very lenient with the regulations on the crypto. Yeah, I'm old. Yep, we don't do the memes, do we, Sniper? Sniper and I are very, very much against the memes, and but it doesn't mean we can't trade them. I do trade some memes sometimes, but I do not hold them, and I do not call them investments. If anybody ever calls a meme coin an investment, just stop listening to them, because they are not investments. They are gambles. That's all that they are. That's all they will ever be, because there's no utility to them, and they're trash. But as long as you can make money on them, why not at least maybe try? If you are feeling like a gambler, personally, I do not condone it or recommend it or suggest it. They're not my cup of tea, but like I said, I will trade them here and there. Especially strong ones with a lot of hype. Yeah, I'll jump in on some, but I do not hold on to them for long. And as I said, they're not investments. I'm not into memes either. I'm old too. Is it because I'm old? Because I see a lot of people my age and even older getting into memes. So I don't know. I did just turn 37. So yeah. I don't know. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at let's get rid of the fibs. I want to pull up the Chart Prime Market Oracle Pro Plus. So this is kind of what I want to get into tonight, is this Market Oracle Pro Plus. And just want to show you guys, man, this thing is so freaking powerful. Tonight's stream is sponsored by Chart Prime. Get 45% off your first month. Rah, 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 rah. Get it. It's a powerful indicator. Is SHIB really a meme? Yes, it is. SHIB is a meme. So is Litecoin. Litecoin is a meme too. I won't even chart them for people. It's a waste of 1 minute of my life. Yeah. I love you, Sniper. Shout out to Sniper's Nightmare. You're not old? What, 37? Getting there. Doge is stuck around. Well, Doge, technically a meme, however, doesn't have meme tokenomics, because it is a fork of Bitcoin code and Litecoin. Maybe a fork off of Litecoin, because I know that you can mine Litecoin and Dogecoin at the same time. It's called merged mining. So you can actually mine Litecoin and Dogecoin at the same time. Pretty cool stuff. But the thing about Dogecoin is that it is proof of work, and it's not something that is just like just created out of thin air, billions or trillions of them just created out of thin air, out of nothing. You know, it actually goes through, you actually have to buy physical equipment in order to mine it. I don't know of any other memes that you have to do that other than Caspa. Let's see. So we've got, all right. So I have noticed, I was going through this before I came on stream. I was looking at the 3-day chart for using the Chart Prime Market Oracle Pro Plus. If I double click this, well, I guess not. If I double click the dynamic reactor. So all I have turned on right now is the dynamic reactor and the candle highlighting set to static. This also has a gradient feature to it. So if I move this over, you can see we get a little bit more of a gradient. You know, this is kind of showing, okay, this is a little weak, but the greener that it gets, the more bullish it is. And the redder that it gets, the more bearish that it is. What you like to do with the indicator is you like to spot a buy signal, and then you want to see it get above that dynamic reactor, flip that dynamic reactor green, and then from there we can start, okay, maybe we can start DCAing in here. If I go to trend static, this is all just going to be straight green, and it makes it so much easier for you to just, the reason why I like stuff like this, especially now that I'm doing more swing trading, is because I can just pull up any random chart essentially and just kind of get a really quick look at it and see what it's looking like. You know, bullish, bearish, just a, you know, quick glance is all I need to see if it's something that I'm interested in. So that's how that's why I like the Chart Prime indicators. That's one reason anyway. But another thing you can do is come down to the custom alerts. You can hit that buy, sell. So anytime you get one of these buy signals, it can alert you. Then you have bullish dynamic reactors. So once the dynamic reactor flips bullish, flips green, you know, it'll alert you. But what I've noticed is that this 3-day is just absolutely killer. I mean, it turned green here, bullish green. I mean, even if you could have started buying here, but we were below the dynamic reactor in the red. So I don't know if I would have on the 3-day. Of course, we go down to the daily, we'll see that the dynamic reactor, price got above the dynamic reactor much sooner, of course, with it being a lower time frame. But just the 3-day, you can see it's been green ever since January. Ever since January, the beginning of January this year, it's been green. Essentially, buy. So that also helps tie into something that I want to talk about, which is essentially, you know, part of market psychology. You know, a lot of times, so what I've been doing that has helped my trading is I will add to winning trades. And when I add, the reason why I do that is to keep myself from adding to losing trades. So the way that I like to trade, especially nowadays, is and what has made me profitable, turned me profitable, is cutting losers early and adding to winners. And, you know, just imagine coming up here, getting, you know, a take profit signal. We'll get it on like a daily chart. Let's go to the daily chart. So you can see we've got, is it only showing the max? Buy max profit, take profit. I want to see, where's the TP1, TP2? Do I have to go to a smaller time frame? Probably. Let's go down to the 12-hour, because I want you guys to be able to see it. Take your losses and add to winning trades on dips. Yeah, in an uptrend. I do. So that is definitely something that I want to, you know, I like to stress is specifically when you are in an uptrend, that is the only time that I personally would add to a dip. If I'm already long and we haven't broken market structure. So like this move here, this is a 5-wave move to the upside. So we can see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. That's one way to look at it. Yeah, I mean, it could be a double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct. 1, 2, nah, 3, 4, 5. Maybe. Not really, though. I don't really like that. But either way, the low is this low right here. So as long as I'm holding above this and I'm holding above that dynamic reactor, especially on a higher time frame like the daily, then when I see dips, that is when I want to buy. But if price action is already like coming down, you know, a lot of people think, all right, let's see, let's do this ABC. So a lot of people think, all right, this is cheap, right? And then they'll get a little bit of bounce and they're thinking, all right, so I got in because we got a dip. It was really cheap. So I went ahead and bought. And then it sits there and rallies. Little rally. But then what happens? Turns over. Okay? And the most important thing to think about this is, you know, we want to break previous highs before we even start to consider going in longs. Because from this standpoint, we are still in a corrective structure after a bullish move impulse to the upside. So we correct to the downside. I'm not wanting to get in yet. I mean, this would have been a nice grab here, but then again, we come up and we come right back down and take out that low. So one of the main things that you want to make sure you do is be patient. Set alerts for specific price levels and be patient. Now this was a low that could get swept, and this was a low that could not get swept. This low did get swept right here, and then ever since there, that was the bottom, and we've moved to the upside. So when we get corrections like these, we want to look left and just mark off levels where we see some lows. You know, mark off low here, mark off low here, and you will find, mark off this low here. Now we didn't go that low, but that's okay. But you'll find we come down, first we sweep this low, then we move up, then we come down and we get into this imbalance. So this just this big push up right here. Come down into the imbalance. Then we push up again, fail to take the high. Then we have the low that's left over here. So then we come down and we sweep that low. Then we come in and we put in a higher low, but this does not become a higher low until we break this high here. So at this point, I'm still not even considering getting in. In fact, I did get in right here because I thought that we would at least come up and sweep the highs. And then I thought we would come back down. But we did not. Instead, we came up, we came down, we held on top of the dynamic reactor, got a nice double bottom, and then we shifted back to the upside. So from here, once we start consolidating in here, after breaking this high here and this high here, and start consolidating at the highs, at resistance, this would have been an excellent time to just go ahead and go long because we're putting in higher lows and we've taken out several highs, and we've even taken out this high before. No new all-time high yet. Come back down into the range for one more push, or for one more liquidity grab, and then we push to the upside. So market structure, market structure, market structure. 20, 20, 40 on buys these days. Yeah. So that is one way that we can use the Market Oracle Pro Plus. Wait for the buy signal, wait for the market or the dynamic reactor to turn green, and then go ahead and get in. Take it up to the upside, comes down, gets a little choppy, comes back up, gets you a buy max profit right here, and then you got to get out. So if I'm getting in on, let's say, a daily chart, then what I'm going to do, so let's say, let's say, okay, so I get this buy signal, we come up, and then we come back down, and we double bottom on the dynamic reactor. We don't get a bullish divergence here. We do get one here on our RSI prime. So we get a little bit of a bullish divergence on our RSI prime. So this would have been probably, and then we get this bullish engulfing candle here. So we can see we come down, we push down, sweep the low, and then we get the big engulfing candle. Now then we pop back above the dynamic reactor. This was a nice one too. I might have jumped in on this one, would have been a little early, but especially considering we did have this fair value gap sitting here. We just came into that, tapped it, pushed down, swept the low. Fine. Lose a trade. That's another thing I want to talk about tonight too. It is okay to take losses. It is okay to take losses. Managing your losses is how you win in trading. Being able to manage losses is how you win in trading. That's the name of the game. Manage your losses and add to winners. And there you go. Don't add to losers unless you are doing like a spot DCA. Again, not financial advice. One love, Melissa, what's going on? Hola, French Toaster, yet again, fire up the dynamic reactor, going to the moon. Yeah. Good evening. Hope your week was well. You too, maybe a Band-Aid. You too. Man, you guys are chatty. I like it. If you have orders set on coins, I would set slightly lower, as that last wick on all coins will have 8 orders. Mine are set at 25 to 35% down from here. There we go. So get that big bullish move here. Now, we don't flip green on our Prime Oscillator Pro Plus until this candle here, which is fine. Let's just go ahead and say we enter a trade right there, okay? Now, what I'm going to do from there is I'm going to go down to the 4-hour, and I am going to watch for the take profits. For some reason, why is it not showing the take profits? Did I unclick a button? I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, that's the prophecy. I shouldn't take profit. Come on. Turn on. Where's my TP1, TP2, TP3? I know what it is. Hold on. Let me change charts. Go to the COINBASE chart. I bet it's because there's no volume on that chart. That would explain a lot. Yeah, look at this. Buy here, TP1, TP2, TP3, and then I would just keep letting it run until, and then have a trailing stop loss, of course. That way, we don't lose out on too many of our gains. But if we're taking profits along the way, taking bits and pieces out, then we are solid. Now, I did set this trade up last night. We have not come down to the area just yet. We came up just short of it so far. We're getting a little bit of a push right now. But we do have some inefficiencies over here that we could be getting into before we turn this thing around. I might even move this thing down a little bit. We do have the point of control sitting right here. Let me go ahead and move that over because we have put in a little more. Okay, price action. So there we go. All right, so there's our point of control. Now, if I remember correctly, the value area high was pretty close. All right, so we have lost the value area high. So, but we are sitting here right at that, right above the dynamic reactor and a point of control. Let's go ahead and pull a fib from the low to the high. I'll take the last low before we broke this high and this high. Golden pocket right below that. So a lot of confluence in this area. Could definitely see us coming down, tap that 98.5, 98.6 level, and then get a push to the upside. Now, I'd probably hold my my stop loss pretty tight, because like I've been pointing this out for a couple of days now, we have these equal lows. So if we do fall through, then I would expect us to come down and sweep those lows before we ultimately get back above the triangle and the downward sloping resistance and start pushing back to the upside. Now, we're probably going to be still continue to see a lot of chop until next week with the FOMC and the Bank of Japan rate hike decisions. I mean, a lot going on, lots of volatility. What are you guys saying? What's the difference between the dynamic reactor, the quantum reactor, and the third one? I can't remember what it's called. There's a volume reactor too. I like to YOLO. I know YOLO is so 2036. Good morning. What I missed? Should I reopen longs? Feels a deeper dip could happen, but for how long? It's a good question, Indie Rock. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Do greatly appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind smashing that like button, it's the #1 way you can help support the channel and help boost us in the YouTube algorithms. So I am seeing a potential for a bullish divergence here and I'm pretty sure I was pointing this out last night, and that is if we can come down here, maybe even get to that golden pocket, whatever else was sitting over here. Let's go ahead and pull up a VWAP and just see what the weekly VWAP is looking like. So there's the weekly VWAP. We are currently sitting right above that as well. Oh yeah, the point of control. We had the point of control over here. So if this can push down a little further, right, create that hidden bullish divergence where our oscillators coming to the downside and our price actions is putting in higher lows. So our oscillators, this would push down too. So our oscillators creating lower lows while price is creating higher lows. And why is that a bullish divergence? Well, that's because it is showing that the momentum, so anytime you have any kind of oscillators like these trend oscillators, they're essentially just momentum oscillators. So anytime you have on your support side, your momentum being the opposite as your price, you're going to create a bullish divergence. The reason it is bullish is because this is showing, okay, the momentum is saying that it's weak. However, price is holding up, right? So that is why that creates a bullish divergence. And that is what is called a hidden bullish divergence. Then we have your standard bullish divergence, which is when your price action is putting in lower lows, but your oscillator is putting in higher lows. Now, why is this bullish? This is bullish because it is showing that even though we are pushing lower, our momentum is picking up and pushing to the upside. So if we have momentum behind a move and we can get a push off of that bullish divergence and we can break a previous high, then that is showing that we are seeing an influx of bullish pressure stepping into the market, and that we should probably go long. Go long until you can't anymore. Now let me ask you this. Why would you buy a stock or a crypto that is down 50%? LBC, what is your take on the order books on Coinbase? Do these ever really indicate anything, or are they spoofed AF? I never pay attention, but figured I'd get your input. The order books on Coinbase. I don't know about spoofs. I mean, you're gonna get spoofs no matter what when it comes to order books. Just because a spoof is nothing more than somebody putting in an order and then before it gets triggered, canceling the order. You know, the spoof aspect is that it is a whale that could be saying, hey, I'm gonna sell at this price, or I'm gonna buy at this price, so you better be bullish. So let's say that we have a bunch of, in the order book, we see a bunch of orders stacked up right here, right? And then you see price start coming down to it. And then all of a sudden, it goes away. The spoof goes away. They pull the order. And then it falls through. Because that big stack of buy orders is gone. So now you're falling through. That's basically what a spoof is. That's why, I don't really care to look at stuff like Bookmap. Because they do so many spoof orders on there. And it's just kind of order book theory. Yeah. I really don't care about, guys. Here's a little secret that most people in this industry will not tell you. And they might not tell you that because they just don't believe it. But I do. So you can take it however you want. But something like this, just drawing this line here, basic TA, seeing a break of a long-term resistance, right? Of a long-term consolidation resistance level being broken. That's a good sign. We can go ahead, start buying, just ride it, the wave to the upside. No indicators, no fancy schmancy this or that, no RSI, no nothing. Just standard. This has been consolidating for 6 months. We're coming back to the highs, and we just did a strong bullish break. So now we can start going long every day until we can't go long anymore. And we just hold and put in a trailing stop loss and then just let it ride as much as possible. Then once the price finally comes and takes out your trailing stop loss, you've already made some gains. And if you're just adding to your longs every time you come down to a low and keep maintaining that stop loss to rise with below your entry, because your entry will rise as you're moving to the upside. And then once it just breaks your stop loss, that's all you need. You really do not need more than that if you are doing swing trades. You can even do it on shorter term time frames. But my question to you is this: if you go short, the real question is, and you know, a lot of people like to play contrarian, okay? We are putting in higher lows and higher highs. We are seeing that we are kind of struggling. This is an emotional, adverb. We are struggling, but that's not, we've got to get emotion out of it and look at what's in front of you. What's in front of you is price keeps moving to the upside. Why would you try to start shorting it before it's even changed its trend? And the reason why I'm saying this is because even though I know there are experienced traders in the chat, most people, 90% of people, fail at trading. And it's because of emotions. 100% every single time, it's because of emotions. I'm going to short at the lows. Price goes against me. Oh no, I need to get out. So you get out. Then it comes back down only to go in your favor. One of the phrases that I don't personally care for, that a lot of people use, even some of my favorite people, but it's not the worst thing in the world, but I will say that it kind of hinders you from making more money. And that is a little phrase called "nobody ever went broke taking profits." Except people do go broke taking profits. How? Because they hold on to losses longer than they hold on to their wins. Because they hold on to hope instead of going with what the chart is showing them at that time. You can't hold on to hope. That's emotional. You cannot come to these charts with emotions. Most people just need the most basic of charting in order to make money. Am I creating higher lows and higher highs? Yes, that's bullish. I'm going to go ahead and just go long and just keep adding to my position. Hello? What happened? Wait, am I live? Hello? Oh, are we good? Big David. Are we good? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Whoa, 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 whoa. Are we good? Are we back? Do we do it? Hmm. 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 Yep, we back. Okay. That's the first time I've lost internet connection. So that was cool. Thank you guys that stuck around. It looks like I lost about 5 people during that drop. Okay, we're good. Hello, can you hear me now? The moon god has saved him. Yes, the moon gods have saved me. Okay. I don't even know where I was other than just trying to give some basic trading psychology lessons, okay? So, anywho, I am a little bit bigger than I was. Let me, there we go. I'm a little smaller now, I think. I'm not really sure. Okay. All right, we here. Thank you. Now, what were you talking about? Good question. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Should not be. There we go. Okay. All right, where were we? All right, let's go ahead and pull up that chart prime market dynamics. Something that I have been playing with a lot lately is the support and resistance on this market dynamics. I do need to hear that. Yep. Oh, sorry, before I move on to this, the reason why I'm wanting to, I want to go over some of the psychological stuff is because I've 2 times I've basically I've seen the same thing from a couple of different traders and a couple of different groups talking about how they missed a trade. And I told them, I said, you don't ever miss a trade, okay? Because that is FOMO thinking. That is a thought coming from fear, a fear of missing out. FOMO, right? Having FOMO will get you wrecked more often than it won't, okay? You don't miss a trade. You simply just did not take a trade because there's always another trade. So the best thing to do is if you didn't take a trade, just wait for the next one. And that's another thing. How many of you do fixed targets, like fixed ratios, like 2-to-1, 3-to-1, and then you just get out? How many of it? Put a 1 in chat if you just do, if that's something that you do. If you do 2-to-1, 3-to-1, and then you just get out. And tell me how many of those times that you did that, or that you got out, you set a target, okay? How many times that you set a target and you got out, and then the price ends up going against you? How many times does that happen? Or not going against you, but keeps going, just leaves you behind. I have set targets. I hate ratios. Yeah. But that's the thing. How many times do they keep going? So everybody says, nobody ever went broke, take a profit. Factually incorrect. Because if your losses are bigger than your wins, even though you're just like on a 2-to-1, so you can do a 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 trade. So this would be like, let me just give an example. Let me just bring this up. So this would be like a 2-to-1 right here. Okay, 2-to-1. Let me get a 2.03, whatever. So this would be like a 2-to-1 trade. Okay. Now, depending on how much money you put in here, you can actually lose more over time playing a 2-to-1 ratio instead of just letting it ride and getting more out of the trade and using a trailing stop loss. I have become way more profitable ever since I've started waiting for a high to be broken after entering a long, waiting for the high to be broken, moving my stop loss to break even, and then anytime I see, a pullback or something like that, I'll just add to the trade and move my stop loss. I've already made profits, okay? I'm already making profits. So why not continue to make profits on the same trade? I've had the same, and like I said, I don't like trading memes, but Turbo has been looking absolutely fantastic. And I first got in right down here. And I still have not completely closed that trade. I've taken profits here. I've taken profits here. I've taken profits here. I re-entered here, or added to my position here after taking profits here. It re-entered my position here on the back test, and then price moved to the upside, took a piece profit off of that, pulled back, and I think earlier today I added to my position again because the measured move is up here. So I think that price will at least get up to this point. I won't just completely close out up here. I will still want to see what price does. And if I have a trailing stop loss, then maybe it does come and take me out. Once it hits the upside target, then that's something that I have to really consider, which is making that stop loss really tight. And then if it takes me out, it takes me out. I'm finally done with the trade, but I've made so much more money on it just because I stayed in it and just kept taking profit and adding it back, taking profit and adding some back, taking profit and adding some back, until eventually I get, some type of change in market structure that takes out a stop loss, and then I'm good, and then I'm out. So hopefully a lot of this stuff that I've talked about tonight will help you in your trading journey, especially those that are new, but even those that aren't, because even if you are not new, sometimes it's good to hear these things, and even if you've heard them, sometimes it's good to hear them again. No one ever went broke taking profits. Yes, they have, because they took less profits than they lost in losses. Make sense? Yeah. And the reason that I know this is because I've done that, right? I've been there. I have liquidated multiple accounts, $1,000 accounts. I have liquidated by the 2 times that I was liquidated. My mistake was price was falling. Let's say, well, price was falling. Let's just say price is falling. Let's say I was already long, right? So let's just say, let me find a good example. Probably this one. This might be a good example right here. So price is coming down, we're coming down to support, whatever it is. I go along, and then all of a sudden price just keeps going down, keeps going against me. So I just add more and add more and add more until I am out. And then also being over leveraged, that doesn't help either. And then I just get flushed out. So it's happened to me a couple of times. And so my goal and my want, my why, and why I do this is to try and help as many people as possible to keep from making the same mistakes that I have made, so that you can become profitable traders. That's what I care about more than anything, is for you guys to make money and be safe trading. And if you want, you can join the Piper Academy Discord and we can help you out. And you know, we're all pretty nice other than Buck, but Buck's just a Marine, so he's a Marine, you know what I mean? But he's still a great guy, and we have a bunch of great people in the group. So if you ever need help, just come in there, ask questions. That's the number one way that I can help you, is if you come in and you ask questions, or you just watch any of our live streams. You can watch my live streams, you can watch Piper, TRADEFLY, OC guy, you know, FD White, Trade Intuition. You can watch all of us, and you can learn from everyone, a little bit of something from everyone. I tend to stick to some broader narrative type stuff, you know, and psychology. Broader narrative and psychology. Like, the fact we've been getting a lot of good news here at the top, which is kind of freaking me out. Because anytime we get good news at tops, I shouldn't say freaking me out because I'm not an emotional trader, but it does make me cautious. So we tend to get bad news at lows, at bottoms. I can't remember what the bad news was last week. Oh yeah, this low, or maybe it was this low. This low right here was when Microsoft denied voted against adding Bitcoin to their portfolio, just 1% of their cash reserves. But we've done nothing but rally ever since that decision. There was an initial sell-off, but ever since then we've rallied, because FUD and bad stories tend to mark bottoms, and whereas bullish and super euphoric storylines, narratives tend to mark tops. Why? Because they push the narrative out to get you to buy, to get you to buy so that they can sell. That's it. And same thing for the stuff at the bottom. If it's a bunch of FUD at the bottom, they're wanting you to sell so that they can buy from you. And there you go. Lunar, when order flow vid? Order flow? Do you need an order flow video? Do you need it? Which order flow are you talking about? Are we talking about Smart Money Concepts order flow? We can go over that with the quickness. Bullish order flow. So let's come down to the 5-minute. Bullish order flow. Well, let's get rid of all this stuff. Yes. Okay, so order flow. So essentially, order flow is just a fancy way of saying highs and lows. Okay, it's a fancy way of saying market structure. But what can help you identify a change in order flow or a change in the state of delivery? Let's go to the 15-minute. So when you are looking for a change in the state of delivery or a change in order flow, or looking for what the order flow is, essentially it's just marking off fair value gaps or order blocks and seeing what price does when they reach them. From here, reversed bearish order flow. So the order flow has turned bearish. But did it turn bearish prior to this move? We can go down to like the 3-minute. That was, where was that? Where is that move? That move is right. Where does that move? 15. Let me just circle it right here. Right there. All right, go down to the 3. Okay, so now we can see, all right, Have we changed our order flow before we even come back up into that 15-minute fair value gap? I would say probably yes. One thing of note that we can see is that we come down and we take this low right here. And as we take this low on the 3-minute, we create a 3-minute fair value gap. So when we create this 3-minute fair value gap, what does price do to react to it? Price bearishly falls lower. So we're getting a change in the order flow. So that means we are going from a bullish order flow to a bearish order flow. So now that we have flipped to a bearish order flow, we can then anticipate a move up to that 15-minute fair value gap. We caught this trade on Monday. Shout out to everybody that took that trade with me. And we can say, okay, if we get up, we know that we have changed up our order flow on the lower term time frames, and now we've come down and we've taken out this low. If we move back up into this 15-minute, so this is also saying, hey, we've put in a low, we've come up, and we've put in a new low, and we've come up, coming into a bearish. We know that this is a bearish fair value gap because we have flipped to a bearish order flow. Therefore, once we revisit it, go short and then ride it to the downside. Then from there, you look for some type of market structure shift, something like this right here, because we take out this high. So we come down, come up, come down, come up, take out this high, and then we get a pullback. This is a market structure shift. We go ahead, pull from high to low, come down to that 50, and then off and away we go. So just a little bit about some order flow. I will see if I can't put together a whole video that's a little more comprehensive for you guys for the future. Have a good walk, Sniper. Hope you enjoy it. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, it has been a blast as always. That's my huge head.
This is a
Apparently.
lifestyle that only a
Whoa, whoa,
certain
whoa, whoa,
few
whoa, whoa, whoa,
understand.
whoa,
You
whoa.
know?
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Sorry. Muted. Thank you for the good information. Yeah, no problem, man. Wow, that was just awesome the way you break everything down. So much information. Wow, that was fast. It's already over. Yeah, I know. I want to keep going, but you know, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. But I do appreciate each and every single last one of you. Thank you for joining me tonight and every other night. This was the last Mad of the week. So I'll be seeing you for another Markets After Dark. Won't be seeing you for another Markets After Dark until Sunday evening. Right back here on the Piper Academy Network at 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to midnight. And yeah. But we still have a few shows tomorrow. We've got Good Morning Crypto with BC Port Corp, bright and early, the pre-market show. Then we've got that followed up with armypiper and the OC guy for the morning market report. And then at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have Trader Joe, Mr. Trade Intuition, the Joester, the Tradester himself, right here for the Trade Academy. And yeah, it'll just come back for the alpha. If I can squeeze in a freaking stream on my channel this weekend, I'm gonna do it. But I'm playing poker Saturday night with my friends to celebrate my birthday that was last week. But you know, when you got kids and you got schedules and all this stuff that you got to do, you know, you have your birthday party a little later than what it normally would be. But anyway, I hope you all have a super amazing, sweet, fantastic Friday tomorrow. And yeah, I will see you all bright and early in the chats, of course. Thank you for joining me. If you don't mind hitting that like button on your way out, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Join the Discord, link in the description down below. Look at Chart Prime, 45% off your first month. And then there's some legendary aviation coffee. There's a discount in there too for that. And yeah, eventually I'm gonna put a Blowfin affiliate on here somewhere, and then maybe some other stuff, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you guys. I love you guys. Mad love to each and every single last one of you. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep, and I will see you all tomorrow in the chats. Peace.
Yeah, this is a lifestyle that only a certain few understand, you know? Yeah. This is a lifestyle, cause every day we bout this dough. This is a lifestyle, we never stop, we always go. This is a lifestyle, for pound to toe, this is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle, this is a lifestyle that we always sacrifice. Do it once, do it twice, and you know ain't nothing nice. What goes around comes around, karma got a price. And you know we from the streets, so they really ain't no peace until you rest in peace. I just wanted me a piece, now I want the whole thing. Millions for the whole gang, rolling up this propane. I'm trying to make it come up, they don't wanna see me shine, so I grind until the sun. This is a lifestyle, cause every day we bout this dough. This is a lifestyle, we never stop, we always go. This is a life.